Saturday night was the start of the Sooners' 2013 season, but even more than that, people were talking about the start of the Trevor Knight era. Knight taking over as the starting quarterback after 4 seasons of Landry Jones. After a scoreless and shaky first quarter for the Sooners, they start on their own 22-yard line and put together a lengthy touchdown drive. 11 of their 14 plays on the possession are running plays, and it ends with a 12-yard touchdown pass from Trevor Knight to Jalen Saunders. 14 plays, 78 yards. Oklahoma on top, 7-0. Oklahoma adds 2 Michael Honeycutt field goals and leads 13-0 at halftime. The Oklahoma defense starts the second half on a great note. Julian Wilson intercepts Colton Browning and sets up the Oklahoma offense on the Louisiana Monroe side of the field. The defense, looking for redemption after a rough season a year ago, pitches a shutout. It's the first shutout since 2010. They allow only 166 yards. The Oklahoma offense puts together a quick 5-play drive that ends with a Brennan Clay 8-yard touchdown run. The running game is really spectacular for the Sooners. A total of 305 yards on Saturday, 6.1 yards per carry, led by Trevor Knight's 103 yards on the ground. Oklahoma leads 20-0. After a fake punt goes awry for Louisiana Monroe, Oklahoma has the ball inside the red zone, and they punch it in right away. Trevor Knight connecting with Jalen Saunders for 18 yards, and Oklahoma takes a 27-0 lead. Late in the third quarter, the Sooners really poured on. Knight again connecting in that same corner of the end zone, this time with Trey Matuire, this time for 13 yards. Trevor Knight finishes the day 11 of 28 for 86 yards. Not a big passing day, but he does have 3 touchdowns along with 1 interception. The Sooners win their season opener and pitch the 250th shutout in OU history, 14 of those coming under Bob Stoops. Trevor Knight wins his first game as a starter as the Sooners roll 34-0.
Yeah, I thought the line of scrimmage for the most part, we had I think a procedure, a couple holds, but the line of scrimmage, the calls, the communication all seemed to go well. So he's directing all of that. Again, there were no fumbles. We were read optioning stuff and took care of the ball. Some of it needed clean. We had a few bubbles that weren't executed very well, and so some of that will get better. For the first time out there with it, I thought he handled it well, as did when Blake was in there. I thought he did at the end there too.
Trevor didn't have everything go right early. He didn't hit a panic button offensively. The guys around him, the 10 of the guys didn't hit it. Nobody on the coaching staff did. We just continued to play ball, and that's the way it is sometimes early in the season offensively, trying to get 11 guys to act as one. And as we got in the second quarter, some of that happened a little bit more frequently.
First game, you come out, you hope everything goes well. We struggled a little bit early, but just got comfortable as the game went on and made some big plays. Guys up front did a hell of a job at the end there, and we just got it going and came out on top. It was good.
We stalled a little bit in that first quarter. Once we started getting a couple first downs. Started getting in our tempo game. You could tell he's a little more comfortable out there. Started talking a little more on the sideline. So, being a redshirt freshman and starting a quarterback's not easy, especially at the University of Oklahoma. So he, circumstances, he did a great job.
If we can do that 11 straight times, then I would be happy. I mean, this is out the window, and we certainly got embarrassed last year against West Virginia. So. I think, I'm glad we got off to a good start. It gives us confidence. We're going to, be challenged by a much more diverse offense in West Virginia. But just like the way we covered, I thought our secondary was excellent all day. I thought our pressure was excellent all day, and our ability to stop the run. That's really a perfect day.
Oh, man, it feels amazing. Especially to come off of that loss last year, in the Cotton Bowl. To come out here and get a shutout for the first season opener is an amazing feeling. And, we just have to continue to keep that chip on our shoulder. We have to continue to stay hungry and always remain humble in whatever we're doing.